It would be great if you had 2 blocks with you, and we will start on our back in Supta Baddha Konasana, so reclined cobbler's pose. So go ahead and lay your body down on your mat, and when you're ready, and you're welcome to hug your knees into your chest first and rock a little bit. And then bring the soles of the feet together and draw your knees wide and rest your arms. So blocks are helpful here if you want to slide them under your outer thighs, knees, to give your hips some support this morning. And your feet don't have to be too close to your pelvis or too far away. Just place them somewhere where it feels good. And then take one hand to your belly and one hand to your chest as you're ready. Let your eyes close. Let the back of your body rest heavy on the floor, and take a few rounds of your breath here, deepening your breath with every round. So feeling the breath draw into the belly, then expand the ribs and fill the chest. And then emptying the breath in no particular order. Okay, take a few more rounds just like that. Deepening with every round, filling the belly, expanding the ribs, and filling the chest. Exhaling all the breath out. Noticing how you're feeling this morning. Soften the muscles in the face. Relax through the toes. And checking in, see if there's an intention that you'd like to set for your practice. Or perhaps offering a statement of gratitude this morning. Let's take one more breath together here. And then as you're ready, let's reach the arms up and over your head, breathing in, stretching long all the way through your fingertips, and then slide your arms out to the sides. You can support your legs back up, bring your feet to the ground. And then you can move your blocks out of the way and cross your right ankle over your left knee. So find a figure 4 shape and then pick up the left leg and thread the hands behind the left thigh or the front of the left shin. Do a little rock side to side here. Breathing into the outer hip. And then keep the legs and clasp your hands behind your head and work the core a little bit here. So as you exhale, you're going to curl up, lift the head, the shoulders. And then as you inhale, lower the head and the shoulders, take your right leg to the sky and stretch your left leg forward. So you're making this L shape in your legs. And then as you exhale, figure 4 in your legs, curl up, head, shoulders, shoulder blades. Inhale, lower the head, shoulders, and extend the legs. Right leg up, left leg forward. And do that again. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower down, extend the legs. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, extend the legs, lower down. One more. Exhale, curl up, and then inhale, extend the legs. Let's release the arms, reach them forward, and then curl up again. Lift the head, the shoulders. And then pulse here just a couple times, maybe 5, 8 times, cinching the waist and really reaching through the legs, all the way through the toes. And then lower the head and the shoulders. Let's rebend the left knee, bring the foot to the ground, bend your right knee and catch the foot. Find a half happy baby pose. Draw your knee toward the ground. So you're externally rotating through the right thigh. Keep your right ankle over your right knee. And then hug your knees into your chest. Bring your feet down, stretch your arms over your head, reach long. And then take your left ankle over your right knee, figure 4 shape here. Thread the hands behind the thigh or the front of the right shin. Maybe a little movement side to side here. Soften the muscles around the face, cheeks, the jaw. Stay with that full breath. And then clasp your hands behind your head. Elbows wide as you exhale, curl up. As you inhale, lower the head, extend the legs. This time the left leg goes up, right leg goes forward. Exhale, figure four and the legs curl up. Inhale, extend the legs to that L shape. Exhale, curl up. Try to cinch your waist the whole time, drawing your belly toward your spine and moving along with your breath. Okay, one more time here. Exhale, you'll curl up. Inhale, extend the legs and reach the arms forward and curl up again, head and your shoulders. And again, pulsing here 5 to 8 times. A soft gaze toward those right toes. Make sure you're breathing. And then lower your right foot down, lower your head and your shoulders. Half happy baby with the left leg. Externally rotate through the thigh. Keep the ankle right over the knee and draw the knee toward the ground. Try to keep your right hip heavy as well. Take another breath. And then go ahead and release, hug your knees to your chest. And then rock your way up a couple of times. Rock and roll on your spine. And then come on up so your toes touch the mat, right? And then bring your hands behind you, fingers face your hips, lift your chest, you're extending your spine, and then lift your legs. You're in Navasana, boat pose. Draw your femur bones down into your hip sockets. Keep lifting your chest. And then see if you can extend your arms without collapsing through your lower back. Again, soft gaze right beyond your toes. Take another deep breath. Cross your ankles, make your way back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, or downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide, root into your knuckles and your finger pads, and walk your dog a little bit, pedal your heels, wag your tail if you'd like. Anything you like to do here to find a little more space. Listen to that whispering sound in the back of the throat, your ujjayi. And then looking forward, make your way into plank pose. Press the ground away, firm up the legs, draw the belly toward the spine, reach right out through the crown of the head. Isometrically hug your hands towards your feet toward your hands. Really fire up the center of your core again. One more breath. And then lower your knees carefully. Come into child's pose, Balasana. Send your hips to your heels, belly to your thighs, forehead to the ground. Extend your arms a little further forward. Stretch and lengthen the side waist. Take another breath. And then lift your head, come on up to all fours. And when you come on up, slide your knees under your hips and your wrists under your shoulders. And let's turn the palms out. And walk your hands a little bit wider. It's going to rock a little bit side to side. Press into your fingertips. And then make some circles around your hips and your shoulders. Maybe like big ovals. So send your hips way back and over to the sides. And maybe when you come forward, the shoulders go past the wrists. Keep your belly strong. And then go in the opposite direction a couple of times. Keep pressing into the finger pads. And then come back through center, all fours. Turn your hands to face forward. Knees under your hips. Tuck your toes. And send your hips back towards your heels. Sit on your heels just for a moment. Stretch through the soles of your feet. And then sweep your arms up, breathing in. Sweep your arms back and down as you breathe out. Interlace your fingers and lift your chest. Send your hips forward. Think camel pose. Lift your chest. And then sweep your arms back up. Catch opposite elbows over your head, and then draw your low ribs in and draw your elbows back, finding more flexion through the shoulders. And then looking toward the top of the mat, you're going to step your right foot forward. Find Anjaneyasana, find your lunge. Draw your belly in and up. Draw the elbows back. Look forward. As you exhale, cactus your arms. Tip your elbows forward, fingertips back, open your chest. And then bring your hands down, slide your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Here's another place you can use your blocks if you like. Draw your outer right hip back, bow in towards your right shin. Inhale, lift your head, come forward. Plant your left palm to the floor, to your block. Lift your left knee and twist to your right. Take your right arm up to the sky. Try to stack your shoulders, twist from your waist, reach through your back heel. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, reach your right arm forward and down. You're going to step your left foot behind your right, so across your ankles, knees bend, fold your way forward into this Uttanasana variation. You're going to press evenly into all four corners of your feet. Let your head feel heavy. And then we're going to stand up, so squeeze your legs together. Again, press into all four corners of your feet. Lift your arms, reach up. Exhale, you're going to fold all the way down. Make sure you bend your knees as you fold. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Plant your palms. Let's step the left foot back, then the right, so you're in plank pose. Breathe in. Lower your knees, lower through Chaturanga. Point your elbows to the back corners of your mat. Stretch your legs back, point your toes. Rise on up, Bhujangasana. Lower down as you exhale. Take your fingertips off of your mat. Point your elbows to the sky. Bring your forehead to the ground. With your legs super strong, let's roll up through the spine, this variation of Cobra, and then maybe move around a little bit. Release anywhere that you might be stiff from sleep. And then lower all the way back down. Hands under your shoulders, press your way up and back, Balasana. Take a breath. Inhale, lift the head, come up, tuck your toes. Now sit back on your heels for a moment. Stretch through the soles of your feet. And then sweep your arms up as you inhale. Lift your body there. And then exhale, sweep your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers and lift your chest. If it's too much to straighten the arms, bring your thumbs to your sacrum. Squeeze your elbows toward each other. Press your hips forward. Again, think camel pose. Sweep your arms back up as you inhale, catch your opposite elbows, and then draw your low ribs in and back and take your elbows back behind you. Look toward the top of your mat, step your left foot forward, find Anjaneyasana. Hug your inner thighs toward each other, lift your pelvic floor. Reach right up through the crown of your head, keep drawing the elbows back. Cactus your arms as you exhale. Tip your elbows forward, fingertips back, and lift your chest. Hands come down, hips slide back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Again, maybe you grab your blocks. Maybe they're right under your shoulders. Flex your left foot. Even draw the pinky toe side of your foot back as you bow in toward the left leg. Keep your hamstrings engaged, your quadriceps engaged to stretch your hamstrings. Lift your head, come forward. Find your twist, so the right hand plants to the floor, to your block. Lift your right knee and take your left arm up to the sky. Try to stack your shoulders. Reach through your back heel and all the way up through the crown of your head. Inhale. And then as you exhale, sweep your left arm forward and down. Step your right foot behind your left. You're crossing your ankles. Bend your knees. Lift your sit bones. Fold. Press into all four corners of your feet. Draw the inner thighs toward each other. Let's stand up. So use your legs. Use your core. You're going to reach up. Press your hips a little more forward. And then exhale, fold your way forward. Bend your knees as you lower down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant your palms, right foot steps back. And your left, plank pose. Lower your knees, modified Chaturanga if you'd like. Point your elbows to the back corners of your mat. Broaden through your collarbones. Stretch your legs back, Bhujangasana, lift your chest. Lower on down as you exhale. Once again, fingertips off of your mat. Point your elbows to the sky. Bring your forehead to the ground. And then slowly roll up through your spine. Try to slide your side ribs forward. And then this time you're going to come halfway down. Look under your right arm. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, halfway down. Look under your left arm. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, lower down, hands under your shoulders. Press your way up and back, child's pose. And then inhale, come forward, cow. Extend the spine, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Walk your feet a little closer together on the center line. And lift your right leg up as you breathe in. Bend your knee and open up your hip. Maybe take a little peek under your right arm. Try to draw your outer left hip back. Maybe the left heel toward the ground. Square your hips. Draw your knee to your nose. Draw your belly in and up. And then look forward and step your right foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Spin your back heel down. Inhale. Float up through your arms. Steady your gaze. Straighten your right leg. Swing your arms back. Interlace your fingers. Lift your chest. Devotional warrior. You're going to bend your right knee. Bow to the inside of your right ankle. You can take your arms up and over your head. Or again, maybe your thumbs are on your sacrum. You're squeezing your elbows toward each other. On the exhale, bring your hands down. Pick up your back heel. Take your twist again. Maybe you wiggle that back foot back. It's a little deeper in your hips. And then back heel spins all the way down. Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2. Reach your left arm forward, up and back. Extend through your arms. Peaceful warrior. Reach your right arm up and back. Let's wrap the left arm behind your back. Find a little half bind. And then from there, side angle, you take your forearm to your thigh. Press into the outer edge of your left foot. Reach to the crown of your head. Really engage your legs, engage your core. Let's float the right arm. Take Prana Mudra. Peace fingers extend. Increases energy and vitality in your body. One more breath. Spread your toes. And then exhale. Cartwheel your hands down. Let's step back to plank. And then from plank, you're going to lower your left knee right under your left hip. Open up to the left. Vashisthasana or side plank variation. Stay there. Lift your right leg. Stay there. Bend your right knee. Catch your foot. Kick your foot into your hand. Find a little back bend here. Send your hips forward. Open up your heart. Release your foot. Bring your right hand down. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Plank pose as you breathe in. So you can lower to the mat again or lower halfway down chaturanga. Roll over your toes or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana or upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Walk your feet a little closer together. Lift your left leg up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Take a little peek under your left arm. Firm up your right thigh, draw your outer right hip back. Keep pressing the ground away with your hands. Square your hips, draw your knee to your nose, round the upper back. Look forward, then step through. Spin your back heel down, Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, reach up through your arms. Lift your chest, steady your eyes. Straighten your your left leg. Take your arms back, interlace your fingers, lift your chest. A little standing back bend. And then devotional warrior as you exhale. Thumbs to your sacrum or your arms are straight and taking your arms up and over your head. Keep sliding your outer left hip back here as well. One more breath. And then your hands down. Pick up your right heel. Wiggle your back foot back so you can twist. Lift your right thigh, drop your left. Spin open through your chest. And then back heel comes down, Virabhadrasana 2. Open up to your right, extend your arms. Steady gaze over your left middle finger. Without lifting up onto this left hip and left knee, peaceful warrior. Inhale, wrap your right arm around your back. Parshva Konasana or side angle as you exhale. Keep the bind. Firm up your legs and your core. Stretch your left arm forward with your Prana Mudra. So you're extending your first two fingers. Thumb touches your ring finger, pinky finger. And breathe. Exhale your hands down. Step your way back, plank pose. From there, lower your right knee under your right hip and roll open to your right Vashisthasana, left arm high. Stay or lift your left leg, flex the foot. Stay there, bend your left knee, catch your foot, kick your foot into your hand, open up the shoulder, your chest, belly, hips. Release. Left hand down, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Plank pose as you breathe in, lower all the way down or halfway down. Cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Bend your knee, open your hip. Knee to nose as you exhale, press the floor away, really round and curl in. Look forward, step your right foot forward. Again, Virabhadrasana 1. Rise on up. To straighten your right leg, interlace your fingers behind your back, lift your chest, bend the knee, devotional. And this time as you exhale, bring your hands down and out in front of you. Find your blocks or come to your fingertips. Pick up your back heel, lift your left leg. You can keep a little bend in this right knee if you'd like. Coming to Virabhadrasana 3. Kick back through your left foot, reach through the crown of your head. You're going to stand all the way up, come right into Vrikshasana or tree pose. Bring the sole of the foot to the inner ankle, to the inner calf, maybe to the upper inner thigh. Soften your shoulders, lift your chest up to your thumbs, hands Anjali Mudra. Steady gaze. Let's reach the arms up as you're ready. Catch your opposite elbows here and draw the low ribs in, your elbows back. Keep pressing your foot into your leg, leg into your foot. Take a breath. And then Cosmic Curtsy from here. So you're going to swing your arms back. Step your left foot behind your right. Take a little bow, but keep your chest lifted. Good. From there, step your left foot all the way back. Virabhadrasana 2. Rise on up. Peaceful warrior breathing in. Side angle breathing out. Maybe with that half bind. Left arm behind your back. Find Prana Mudra. Reach the right arm forward. Inhale, stand all the way back up. Peaceful warrior, straighten your right leg. Let's come into triangle pose. Trikonasana, extend the arms. Open up your chest. So your gaze is down, forward, or up. Take another breath. Exhale, bring your hands down, come back to your lunge, pick up your back heel. So side plank pose, you can step back to plank. You can lower the left knee, like we did in the last round, or roll over to your left from here. You can stack your right foot in front of your left, or stack your right foot on top of your left. You can even hover that right leg. And then step your right foot behind your left, if you like, into Wild Thing. So your right knee bends, left leg is straight, lift your heart. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Stay, or Vinyasa, plank breathing in, Chaturanga breathing out. Cobra or upward dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale as you're ready, lift your left leg to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip. Draw your knee to your nose, round your upper back. Look forward, step forward, Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale. Ground your feet. Draw energy up through your legs, your spine. And straighten your left leg, interlace your fingers, lift your chest. Devotional warrior. Bring your fingertips to the ground out in front of you, to the ground of your blocks. Lift your right leg up. You can keep this little bend in this left knee. Hug your inner thighs toward each other. Lift your arms, hands to your heart. So again, kicking back through your right foot, reach through the crown of your head. Transition, stand up tall, right into Vrikshasana. Sole the foot to the inner ankle, inner calf, or maybe to the upper inner thigh. Your hands in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Steady the gaze, steady your breath. Drawing your right knee back. Sweep your arms up. Let's catch those opposite elbows. Low ribs draw in as your elbows draw back. Press evenly into all four corners of your left foot. Take another breath in. And on the way out, cosmic curtsy. Exhale, step your right foot behind your left, swing your arms back. Keep your chest lifted. Hands down, warrior two. Spin your right heel down, open up. Peaceful warrior as you breathe in. Side angle as you breathe out. That half bind, right arm around your back. Prana mudra, maybe reaching forward, drawing your left knee forward. Inhale, back up, peaceful warrior. Straighten your left leg. Trikonasana as you exhale. Reaching your heart forward. You've been leaning into the back of your heart slightly. That rotation through your chest. On the exhale, bring your hands down. Bend your left knee. Step your way back. Plank. Side plank. Either lower your right knee under your right hip or roll over to the right. Left foot in front of your right or on top of your right, or maybe hovering. Keep pressing the ground away. Lift up out of that right shoulder. Wild thing if you like. Step your left foot behind your right. Lift your hips. Lift your belly. Lift your chest. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Stay or plank pose breathing in. Chaturanga breathing out. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath there. Lower to your knees. Find child's pose. Slide your hands in towards your knees. Come and sit up. And then make your way into Ardha Matsyendrasana. A little twist. Cross your right ankle over your left leg. You can bend your left leg, bend your left knee, and take your left foot to the outside of your right hip. Your right hand back behind you. Lengthen your spine, breathing in. Exhale and twist to your right, breathing out. Maybe Prana Mudra here. Take a deep breath. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. From there, unwind a little bit. Just going to reach for the outer edge of your right foot. Send it forward. Send your right arm back. Think Navasana here. Lifting up out of your lower back. Maybe look back towards your right hand. And then release. Switch your sides. Stretch your legs forward. Cross your left foot over your right leg. Stay or bend that right knee. Take the foot to the outside of the hip. Reach your left hand back. Reach your right arm up. Breathe in. Exhale and twist. Soft through the eyes, through the cheeks, through the jaw. Unwind a little bit and grab the outer edge of your left foot and keep the knee bent or straighten the leg. Prana Mudra in your left hand if you like. Take another breath. Reach right up through the crown of your head. And then go ahead and release. Scoop forward to the top of your mat. Let's come through Navasana to come down. So hands behind you. Let's lift the legs. One at a time, lift your arms. Take your gaze right to your toes. Ardha Navasana. I'm going to reach your legs forward. As you lower back, keep your head and your shoulders off the ground. Just a soft, steady gaze towards your toes. One more breath. Get a little shaky. And then you can lower down. Just pause in Shavasana just for a moment. Heavier your body. Soften the muscles. And then you can hug your knees into your chest. Take a little rock side to side. Find a full happy baby and get your ankles or your feet. Bend your knees to the outside of your chest. Draw your knees down and rock a little side to side here. Try to draw your tailbone toward the ground as well so your spine is long. And then as you're ready, if there's any last pose that you'd like to do before Shavasana, feel free. And if you're ready to find that place of surrender, go ahead and find it there. Use any props that you like so that you feel supported. The back of the head be heavy. Relax your shoulders. Turn your palms up toward the sky. Feel the space around your arms, side waist. Soften the belly. Hips are heavy, legs extend long. And feel the space around the legs, around the feet. Let the feet fall open. Lean into the natural rhythm of your breath as you rest here. Can stay as long as you like here. And if you're ready to move on with your day or your evening, start to deepen your breath. Find some movement through your fingers and your toes. Roll your ankles and your wrists. And on your next inhale, stretch your arms over your head and reach from your fingertips all the way to your toes. And then as you exhale, let your body drop heavy. Slowly lower your arms, bend your knees. You can roll over to one side. Use your arm as a pillow. And with your eyes soft or closed, press yourself up, find a seat. Bring your hands to your heart, Anjali Mudra. Bow your head to your heart, come back to your intention or your statement of gratitude this morning. And let's close with the sound of Om. Empty your breath. Deep breath in. Thank you for the blessing of your company. Hope you have a wonderful day, and may others as well benefit from our practice. Namaste.